Camden Town, for me, it's iconic. So to see this like this, it's stabbing in the heart. We've been feeling this for the last couple of weeks, but we were kind of hoping that because there's a lot of tourists, that we could be able to manage. Usually 9:30, it's already tourists coming around, just browsing, trying to get inside. It's just strange. I think we are feeling it strange because we are starting to feel what the rest of the world has already felt. So it's also the surprise. It's a shock, of course. What can we take?
They didn't get
No, you can take.
They
I'll
didn't
tell you
get
when
a
to
lot.
stop. Go on, off you go.
Okay, excellent. And we're working closely with Al-Manar Mosque, Langford West Estate, Notting Hill Methodist Church are all doing the same thing. All the groups have come together as one team to make a difference to the community that we love.
Well, absolutely, since this whole coronavirus has hit this country and things are getting worse, so there's panic buying out there in the superstores, and so there's less food coming in to the food banks across the country, and we've been affected as well. We had around 20, we used to have about 20 crates of food, and so it's half that now. And so you can see that obviously people are going to be missing out. And no matter what you try and say to people, they're not listening because they're looking at Europe and they're seeing what has gradually taken place. And we're going to have a lockdown, there's no doubt about that. So people are panic buying. As the country would know, that food bank has increased many, many times over. And so there will be people who are desperate and are in need, and churches like ours and other community centres that offer food bank services will be making our rounds to those that are unable to come out.
Yeah. All right, okay, see you in a second. Bye-bye. But this is a worry when people get sick. Getting their prescriptions is going to be such a challenge. Yeah, hi darling. I'm here with your prescription.
Yeah, okay. Can you put it through the letterbox or not?
Yeah, yes, I can. Yeah. I've also got your care package with me.
Oh, okay. Do you want to put it through the letterbox?
I can leave it in front of the door.
Okay, I will pick it when you go, yeah?
Oh, okay, thank you so much.
Something that does not look right. Speak to staff or text British Transport Police.
So my name is Ehsan. So at the moment we are in Portobello Road, area of Notting Hill Gate. So Portobello Road is one of the most popular markets in London. So you can see since there's virus going on, so you hardly see people around here. No planning yet. The only plan we have is like to shut the business for a while until we see what's the situation. If it gets better, so we're gonna start. Well, if it lasts longer, then we have to shut the business. No, I need the option. We can't pay from our pockets, the rents, all this stuff. London is one of the most expensive cities in the world. So, yeah, we can't afford it.
There you go, mate. All right. Certain items are running out fast, like eggs. I've started to stock up on things I don't normally stock up on, the things that are going to last. Because from our way, we've got lots and lots of fruits and vegetables still in storage, because all of the restaurants have been very, very quiet. Most of the fruit and veg coming out of New Covent Garden goes straight to the restaurant industry or the hotel or schools, and they have a backlog of fruit and veg. So I said I'd try and help them out. Personally, I'd rather be doing something a bit more constructive. So I mean, like private and independent businesses like myself will help in times of crisis. I've even said that if push comes to shove, I'll open up my door and let people buy off my stairway.
Well, my name is Hamish Ross. I'm one of the partners here at Raffles. Raffles has been a nightclub on Kings Road in Chelsea for 53 years. We ourselves have been running the premises for 7 years. The cost for us of staying open is huge. People have been told not to go out. So we're a business, hospitality is a business built on people being present to spend money, to have fun, to enjoy themselves, and all of that's leading to livelihoods that we're then able to provide for our staff and for their families. I just don't understand what staff in hospitality or events or any of the industries associated with ours are meant to do or meant to think. It's a very, very difficult, precarious position for them.
My name is Abdurrahman Said. I'm the Executive Director at the Al Manar Muslim Cultural Heritage Center. This center is a community hub, has always been like this. And at times of crisis, we try to do something to help the community. We've done this before, but in a more chaotic manner. When the Grenfell fire happened, we were not prepared for it. Immediately we had to open and just welcome and do whatever we can. But this time, hopefully, we're more organized and also more experienced. The idea is donations will come here, they will be collected here, and then Age UK, and through their links with local GPs, they have a database of all the elderly members of the community who might be housebound, who have no one to turn to. Then we will identify those people, get volunteers to pack the food they need, and deliver it to their doorsteps. We had to make that hard decision to stop the congregational prayers, including the Friday prayer, which is attended by 2,000 people every week. It was not an easy decision. It's completely unusual. We've never had to do it before, but this time we had to do it. We have to do it because it can increase the spread of the virus.
So my name is James Johnston, and I have recently set up the Coronavirus Support Group UK. It started off as an initiative locally, trying to work on the basis of doing things street by street. So it can range from blocks of flats. We've got some blocks of flats here. The next house is a privately owned household. And the one after that is high multiple occupancy. I think there's 5 or 6 flats in there. So what we did was, it's on the basis of the Dunkirk and the small ships, is that an enormous amount can be achieved with small people doing simple things at a local level. And then, of course, we can report up to larger groups and join them. And that way they can have a point person on the ground, and at the same time within the street, people know who they can speak to. And I suppose our headline point is street by street, we can make things better. And then it's just advice and resources for groups, and it starts straight away. 6 steps to create your group. It just shows the wind change. Only 2 weeks ago, I was considering sending my children on a holiday to Spain on a cheap flight. That's not going to happen. We're going to visit my family in Cornwall where they live. That's not going to happen. Going to protect my mother. So yeah, I think things are changing, and I think the sooner people wake up to that and do something, then the sooner they'll be reassured, and they're better for all of us.
We're going to go to AK's and we're going to get some bits and pieces from AK's. One of the old ladies has got cat and dog, and she's quite vulnerable, and people are really good at dropping off things like tea and coffee, but I think they sometimes forget about the animals. Hi darling, I've come with some dog treats. How you doing?
Hi,
Hello.
Sophie.
How are you, babe? I would come and hug you, but obviously I can't. But I thought you might be out, so I got some treats for the cat and some treats for the dog.
Thank you so much.
You're all right, baby. Have you got all your bits and pieces? Do you need anything else?
I've got the masks and all that.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, you know where I am if you need anything.
I do. This is so nice of you to do this.
You're right, babe. No worries. I thought, but no, all the big shops are out, so I thought you'd be out.
Yeah,
But I'll give you a wee call tomorrow. Bye, darling.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good evening.
Bye.